Good morning, church family. Taking a quick break here at work, and just wanted to share a little bit about what's been going on out here. Um, I was out sick from work for a while. I got back from work after almost a month off, and the first stop I had, I came to a house where a lady was upset that her daughter was sick. Her daughter has diabetes and her kidneys were failing, and she was trying to get to where her daughter was. I don't know if that was the hospital or her daughter's home, uh, but she was waiting on a ride, and the ride was late to get there. I showed up there because I had to take care of an electric meter, but when I got there, she started to cry when I was at the door, and I took the time. I let her know that, hey, I'm a Christian. Can I pray for you? And she cried even harder. And yes, please. I prayed for her. And when we were done, she said that she thinks someone sent me to her. And I told her about the fact that I'd been gone from work for a month, and that the first stop of my day was her house. And I think that God arranged that so that I could minister to her. But I wanted to bring up the point about that looking at Acts 3. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but that's a part where Peter and John are going to the temple. And there was a beggar that had been set there. He was set there daily. People would carry him to that place, the gate of the temple, called the Gate Beautiful. And he was there, and the fact that he was there every day struck me too, but I'll get to that in a minute. First, Peter and John walk up to him and they say, "Look at me," and really draw his attention in. And they tell him, "I don't have gold or silver, but what I have I give to you freely. Stand up and walk." And they lifted him up, and he stood on his feet, and he was able to walk, and the people were amazed by this. One thing I've learned is that when we look at Scripture, it's not always exactly what Scripture says, but sometimes what it doesn't say that's really important. Jesus taught in that temple. He was there before. This beggar was brought out there every day. This beggar was there, but Jesus didn't heal him when he was there. Why is that? I think the reason why has something to do with God's eternal purpose for us, or at least his purpose for why we're here on earth, is to be the hands and feet of Jesus. We're not called to be just followers of Christ. We're called to be disciples of Christ. There's a difference there. The difference is that someone who is just a Christian versus someone who's a disciple, the big difference is the difference between being a recipient of the ministry and being the minister. And God has called all of us to be the ministers of the gospel, to go out there, be the hands and feet of Jesus, to make a difference in this world, to show his light, to show his love, to spread the good news and make disciples. So I wanted to be able to bring that up, not as a condemnation to anybody who hasn't been doing that, or make anybody feel shame at all, but to be an encouragement to pursue God's work in this world. I'm working for XL Energy, of all things, and I'm out here ministering to people, and I'm thankful for that opportunity. And I think if we walk through this life with our eyes open, being God's person first, God's man, God's woman, before we're XL Energy's man or woman, or wherever else we're working, just be God's first. I think we have opportunities to really show love and grace and mercy and be ministers of the Most High God. So I just want to encourage you today to get out there and have your eyes open and be ready to minister to people. Right now, people are looking for hope, and if you can just bring a touch of that, it can be life-changing for somebody. So I hope you have a blessed day. Love you all very much. Hope to see you all in person soon. Bye-bye.